Hi Brian, Steve here. What I thought I'd do is do a quick video showing you using your data on our program here. So what I suggest is you create a completely new connection. So I'll go to Tools, Connection. You can see I've been testing some of your ones there already, but I'm doing a completely new connection. So I'm going to do a new connection. I'll call it Brian33. It doesn't matter what you call it. Come down here and do File System. Put that into the video. Add folder. I'll just go and find the folder where I unzipped your data. This was here. And then do OK. Now the important thing here is because your data is containing futures data, so what you have to do here is you see this asset group. Do you see this? The asset group. So do the drop down here and then select US and Europe futures. Do you see that? Because that's what your data contains. It's US and Europe futures. Leave that as US Europe futures. Leave those the same. Don't have to do anything with those. So the only one you need to change is that asset group to US and Europe futures. Then do OK. And that's then in there, you can see. And then do OK. And there's the new connection. So I'll do OK now. I'm now going to connect to the that folder. So I'll do File, Connect, and I'll connect to the latest connection that I've just created, which is that one there. And now let's try and load a chart. So I'll do New Chart, and there they are all listed. You can see quite nicely. Let's just try doing their British pound, and you can see the symbol group there is defaulted as Europe and US futures. See that? That's the important thing. So if I do OK now, there it is. Loads a chart of the British pound quite nicely indeed. So if we want to do a scanner, let's do a new scanner. New scanner. Doesn't matter what you call it. I'll just leave that as it is. I'll do OK. Come across here. Now remember, we don't use a symbol list. We just do the folder. So I'm going to come down here and select the folder where that data was. I'm just going to leave that as day. Then I'll click on Download. And there you can see it's coming in. It's just bringing all those data files in. We'll just wait for them to come in. And here it is going through. There's 91 of them, you can see. So it's going through finding any setups. Just wait till they're all in. Be there in a couple of seconds. There they are. I'll just now have a look at what trade setups are. So I'll just click on that to filter those. I'll just right mouse click on that, do New Chart, and there you can see there's the chart of the DAX. And also, by the way, what I also like to do is I also like to link these to a particular color. So I'm linking that chart to red. I'll just highlight all these by putting the Shift key down, coming all the way down to the bottom here, so they're all highlighted. Right mouse click, link to red, and you see if I go across, they're all linked to red there as well. So if I come to the back up to the top, and then when I click on a different one of those, you can see as I click on them, it changes the chart in there as well. So it just makes it easy for looking at the different charts because they're linked together. Right, now the interesting thing you see here is that at the top there, see it says layout. There's no layout saved at the moment. So what I'm going to do now is I'm now just going to close the program. So don't do anything. Don't click on these buttons here. The easiest way is just to close the program. And it says, do you want to save the current layout? Say yes, and now give it a new name. I'll just do Brian3. It doesn't, whoops, can't spell, can I? 3, and do OK. And now it's closed the program. And you can see there I actually use premium data myself as well. So I'm now going to open the program again, just to show you that it will load back up again. Double click on this to open the program. And it says here available connections, which was the one we had before. We just connected there. So I'm just going to do OK to connect back to that, and you can see it's connected down there. OK. And down the bottom right hand corner, you can see it says loading. Oh, sorry, I misspelt that. Loading Brian3. So what it's done is brought the charts back up, and now it's going through and doing the scanner as well. And there's all the things you had in there before, and just as before, the charts were linked. So if I click on any of these, it will load the chart in that window for you as well. So as you can see, it's actually working quite nicely. And at the top there, can you see it says layout and then Brian 3. I know I misspelt that, but it says Brian 3 there loaded, and Brian 3 loaded down in the bottom. So as you can see, that the trick I think that we were missing before was in the connection, to make sure that you select in the connections, the connection, if I can do that correctly, connections was the last one we did. Make sure that you had US and Europe futures selected in that asset group. That's the one I think you're missing, and if you do that, I think you should be okay.